You know ERTL, right? The company that has been making die-cast Thomas toys since, hang on, let me check, 1984? Well, did you know in the early 90s they made windup Thomas toys? No? Well, neither did I until like 2 years ago or something, but that's besides the point. I'm making this video because 1, it's literally impossible to find any videos on these, and 2, I think these are really underrated for what they are, and I think they're the best windup Thomas range. Yeah, I'm gonna get hate for that. Anyways, with that said, let's just start the video already. Hopefully that transition was sort of smooth, because that was sort of like my first time, but yeah, like the start of the video said, I think. I have 8 out of the apparently 13 wind-up Thomas trains to show. Yeah, I just want to talk about the ERTL wind-up Thomas toys, because they are really underrated in my opinion. Like, they just are. I hope to shed some light to them, so yeah, I don't really know what more to say here, but first off, we'll start off with the main man himself, Thomas. I'm going to be honest with you here. I mainly bought these trains so I could take off their faces and put them on my Wooden Railway Customs, because I don't know about you, but this is the perfect Thomas face, like perfect. He is quite squashed and like his proportions aren't very great, but you know, it could be worse. For some reason all of them have like these like markings underneath. I didn't do that. I think the seller I bought them from did that, but interestingly he has a yellow number 1 but no red in the inside, so it looks a little bit weird, but I'm not going to judge. The details are alright, it could be better, but this is ERTL, so, and they won't really know, but doing detailed stuff. Windows aren't painted. It has a whistle, which looks quite weird, but that's not painted either. It has boiler bands, but they're not painted, but the original ERTL Thomas doesn't have them painted, so I'll let it pass. It has stubby little things, which they call buffers, which, I don't know, they look more like nipples to me. It's got its neck braces, which I can't remember if the original ERTL Thomas has or not. One thing I do find interesting is that it does keep the original ERTL wheels, so it does work on ERTL track, but I don't have any ERTL track anymore because I gave it away a few years ago. On the bottom it says Brit Oldcroft Thomas Limited 1993, made in China. I think these were all made in 1993 because yeah, they just released them 1 year and just never made them again, because everything I have here is dated 1993. I would have bought another one of these so I could take the face off, but this is already hard enough to come by in my country. I don't know about like any other country, but here these are uncommon, and I know you want to see them wind up, so I'm just going to do it for you. It's a bit small for my fingers, the little wind up mechanism, even though I have small fingers, so give me a minute. Go Thomas, go. Next off, we'll start with Thomas's best friend. Here's Percy. Like Thomas, his face is fantastic. That is one of the best Percy faces I've seen on any sort of Thomas merch. Interestingly with Percy though, he has, I believe these are like lamp irons, but they're basically just smashed into his sandboxes, so they look a little bit weird as well. Interesting that he got the detail and no one else did, but I'm not going to judge. Something really weird that if you look at his front, this is all black, that should be green, but this white looks so weird. It just looks like he has a fat smoke box, but when you look on the side, you're like, oh, he probably looks better than Thomas, to be honest. I love his squat proportions. Like Thomas, the numbers are a little bit weird. They did it in yellow, but not red. It has a lamp, but it's not painted. I'm just checking Thomas right now, and he don't have a lamp. Percy has those nipple buffers, but they look a little bit different, or they're just painted differently. I can't really tell. For some reason, this looks like a corn on the cob. But yeah, Percy also has some weird writing underneath and says the same Ghislaine blah blah date. Overall, he looks pretty good. Most people use these to take the faces off. Yeah, I say Percy's a little bit more common than Thomas, at least for me, but I still don't want to rip the face off, because look at him. He looks so happy, and it's not even in focus. That's just great. These things are so hard to wind up. I'm not even gonna... Just proof he works, alright? Look. Okay, maybe he doesn't work. Sorry, guys. Now we're going to move on to the best guy. James. I actually have 2 of these because the one in worse condition here, I actually had it for a few years and I have no idea where it came from until I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I was originally going to take the face off of it, but I was like, I never got around to it, so it just stayed on there. So now I have 2 of them. He doesn't look as good as Thomas and Percy, to be honest, because he's quite squashed, but he doesn't look as bad as the Capsule Playroll James, alright? I'm sorry, Capsule fans. Yeah, the face is absolutely amazing. Still has the weird number font, which I don't really like. I'm just going to put one to the side because you don't need to see 2. Interestingly, his middle wheel here is molded. It's static and it doesn't move. Same for these tender wheels as well. Instead it has these little hidden dummy wheels which look a little bit weird, but when he's rolling, you won't really know. Unlike an ERTL James, this actually has a whistle. So this is instantly better. Oh, I can't wait for the comments on this video. Again, he has the weird buffers, a red running board, which is nothing special, and has actual windows. This is better than the ERTL James. Why can't we get windows on an ERTL James? Let's just wind him up and get him going. Be free, James. Or not. There we go. Now we'll move on to the forgotten character that everybody forgets about, apparently. Here is Henry. Another very squashed one. To be honest, probably the worst looking one out of the engines I'm going to show today. Oh, I just noticed he's not painted at the back. That's really lazy. And the chassis block is green instead of black. That looks really cheap. Yeah, Henry's probably my least favourite. He has got a very nice face though, but it looks a little bit weird because it looks like he has eyelashes. So maybe it's like girl Henry. Yeah, that's not going to live on, isn't it? I forgot to mention this with James and Percy, but they painted the boiler stripes. But with Henry, they painted the boiler stripes, but not on the firebox. So that's a little bit weird. He is very squashed, like especially down here, but you have to understand, they have to fit a mechanism in here. And back in the 90s, that's probably like a unit to fit in. Here's some nice coal as well, which I didn't really mention with James. Henry looks good. Shame we didn't get a Gordon to go with him, but oh well. Now let's wind him up and set him free. I think Henry wants to escape right now, which I don't blame him. If I was here, I'd want to escape as well. Well, I am here, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. Just be free, Henry. Great, he's not even moving. That's just great. Thank you, Henry. I might as well show these together because they're twins, but here is Bill and Ben. Yeah, for some reason, they decided to make Bill and Ben out of everyone. No Gordon, no Edward, no Toby, but Bill and Ben. Yeah, these pretty much look like their ERTL models, but not at the same time. An interesting thing with Bill here, I checked the wiki and apparently he's cancelled or unreleased, so I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not going to believe it because it's the wiki. I might have millions of pounds in my hand right now and just don't realise it, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, it's just Bill and Ben. They're the exact same as one another, no different. The eyebrows, the face and everything is the exact same. The proportions on these are probably one of the better ones. They are a little bit tall though, but you know, not everything's perfect. We have painted back detailing, which we won't get if this was made nowadays. We even have cylinder details as well. Weirdly, the lettering is in red this time and not yellow, so that's even stranger. But then again, if it was in yellow, you probably wouldn't read it. Yellow chassis look a little bit weird, but oh well. Let's get these guys going then. These are really hard to wind up because I think these are made for like little kids, and obviously I'm not really a little kid anymore. So these are really hard to wind up because my fingers don't fit through the little tiny gaps, so yeah. Might have better luck with Ben. Why am I having better luck with Ben? They're pretty much the same. I'm not even going to question it anymore. Just be free. Or not. I don't know. Now, here's, I believe, the only road vehicle they made for the range, and that's Bertie. The reason why I say believe is because, I know I keep mentioning it, but the wiki is not really helpful with who got made and who didn't. So, I could have a complete set right now, or I might not. So, this is why I'm going to ask you guys in the comments, because you guys know way more than I do. Interestingly, they only made Bertie, I think. I don't think they made Bulgy or Harold or any of that. But yeah, same old blah blah date and the stickers that no one cares about. It's got a very nice face as well. The wheels look a little bit weird because they're just black and not red as well. The windows I quite like because it reminds you of like the Wooden Railway 2006 Daisy with the blue in there. He's quite squashed, but his proportions aren't too bad. Let's get Bertie going. Oh yeah, he's very chunky as well, I forgot. Look at him. Chunky boy. Let's get going, Bertie. Oh, you're going the wrong way. Right, now, the last time I'm going to show today is the Fat Controller. Some of you may have seen this in my older videos. I've had this guy for quite a few years now. It doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. One of his legs don't move. So, that's a bit of a bummer. Speaking of bummer, look at that Fiat controller right there. I'm so sorry. This is the Fat Controller I've been using as like the close-up shot Fat Controller really, because I haven't got the Blackman one and I don't have the Golden Bear one, so this is like the best one really. I know it's not great, but it's better than no Fat Controller in it. He's probably the most accurate out of the lineups, I'd say, because he's the Fat Controller. How could you mess him up? So yeah, minus the feet of course, because if I saw someone with feet like this I'd probably be concerned, but yeah. Face looks nice, that's quite accurate. The black lining around his eyes look really uncanny though. It's reminding me of the ERTL Bill and Ben, and I don't like that. It looks like he's going to kill me. Please don't kill me. Please. Great. So everyone, that was my little discussion on the ERTL Windup Thomas range. Like I said, I don't know if this is the full set. This is just what I got. I just think these deserve their own video because how unique and interesting they are. If you want me to make videos on any other unique or interesting Thomas merchandise, let me know, because my upload schedule has been terrible recently. I apologise for that, but I've been making more shorts, so they've been doing well. But I really haven't had any video ideas really, and at the minute I'm kind of sick. I don't know if you can tell my voice, but I sound a bit different, or feel a bit different than usual. And I apologise if the lighting looks bad as well, because outside right now, let me show you, it is currently raining. So yeah, I do love British weather. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I should hopefully be back, hopefully, and not ghost you guys again, because I've been doing that a lot recently. So yeah, no promises though, obviously, but you know, whenever I have a video idea or in my mind, or you can just suggest one, I'll probably upload it or think of it or anything like that. You know what I'm trying to say. Right, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.